Today's story revolves around a mentally unstable woman who becomes obsessed with a very young schoolboy. To get closer to him, she disguises herself as a teacher and manages to enter his school. Using her sweet words, fake kindness, and manipulative behavior, she slowly pulls the boy into her twisted world. Her only goal is to possess him at any cost. For that, she crosses every moral boundary without hesitation. Over time, the boy also begins to fall under her influence, and together, they get involved in crimes that will shock you as the story unfolds. The story begins with a teenage boy named Jason, who is not just a student but also a talented singer. He has a decent fan following on social media. In the next scene, we see a Catholic boarding school where Jason arrives along with his sister Joey after the summer vacation to say goodbye to their parents. At the school, we are introduced to Sarah, Joey's roommate, who secretly has feelings. For Jason, Jason's father wants him to quit singing and focus completely on his studies. But Jason dreams of building a future in music. Here, we also meet Sister Rebecca, the senior authority of the school. She reassures Jason and Joey's parents that their children will be safe under her supervision. After that, Sister Rebecca meets the new teacher, Sister Sophia, who is starting her first day at the school. Rebecca explains the strict rules and discipline of the institution. According to school policy, teachers are not allowed to wear makeup. Hearing this, Sophia immediately wipes off her lipstick. While Sister Rebecca is giving her a tour of the school, they run into Jason. Rebecca introduces Jason to Sophia, but Sophia notices that he looks disturbed. Rebecca explains that Jason recently had an accident while driving his father's car, under the influence, which has caused tension between him and his father. She also mentions that Jason is academically brilliant and passionate about singing. Later, when Sophia reaches her room, she opens her laptop and starts watching Jason's singing videos. Clearly attracted to him, she even kisses the screen, revealing her disturbing thoughts and obsession. This scene makes it obvious that Sophia already knows Jason, but how does she know him, and what is her real intention? That mystery will be revealed very soon. The next day, Sophia enters her classroom for the first time and introduces herself to the students. However, when she notices Jason talking to Sarah, she suddenly humiliates Sarah in front of the entire class. Sarah becomes furious, while Zoe finds Sophia's behavior strange. Because such aggressive conduct is unusual in a Catholic school, as soon as Sophia opens the book and begins the lesson, Zoe reminds her that class should start with a prayer. Instead of leading the prayer herself, Sophia asks Zoe to do it. Zoe begins praying, and soon the entire class joins in. During the prayer, however, Zoe notices something unusual. Sophia isn't praying at all. Later, Zoe mentions this strange behavior to her brother Jason, but Jason gets distracted when a message from Sarah pops up on his phone and doesn't take Zoe seriously. After class, Sophia calls Jason aside and asks if Sarah is his girlfriend. Jason clearly denies it, saying he isn't in a relationship. Hearing this instantly pleases Sophia, but the very next day, Sarah confesses her feelings to Jason, and without much hesitation, Jason accepts her proposal. While the two are sharing a moment together, Sophia suddenly appears. She sends Jason back to class and harshly scolds Sarah. Sarah, being the daughter of a wealthy man, talks back rudely. However, Sophia shows no fear or concern about Sarah's status and firmly warns her to stay away from Jason. Later, Sophia stops Jason and confronts him, reminding him that he claimed he didn't have a girlfriend. She asks what he was doing with Sarah earlier. Jason becomes nervous and fails to give a proper answer. Sophia then tells him to come meet her in her cabin, saying she has something important to discuss. Jason hesitantly agrees. In the next scene, Sophia returns to her room and intentionally leaves the door slightly open. She begins applying lotion to her body, clearly setting a trap. When Jason arrives and sees her in that state, he feels overwhelmed. This was exactly what Sophia wanted to attract him, and she succeeds. Jason returns to his room, unable to get Sophia out of his mind. All night, his thoughts revolve around her, and he gives in to his imagination. The next day, Sophia asks Jason why he didn't come to meet her. Jason lies and says he simply forgot. A week has now passed since Jason and Joey arrived at the school, and on the weekend, their parents come to take them home. Jason's absence becomes unbearable for Sophia. She loses interest in going to school and takes leave from Sister Rebecca. Using her aunt's illness as an excuse, at home, Jason tells his father that he wants to take a one-year break from school to focus on his singing career. His father strongly opposes the idea and insists that Jason should prioritize his education. This leads to a heated argument, after which Jason storms out of the house. Sitting alone outside, Jason begins singing with deep emotion. Meanwhile, Sophia arrives near Jason's house in her car and secretly listens to his singing. She watched him from a distance, her heart racing with obsession. Suddenly, Sarah calls Jason, and this instantly irritates Sophia. In her frustration, Sophia accidentally steps on something, making a noise. Jason becomes alert and starts moving in that direction. But just then, a message from Zoe distracts him, and he returns home. Determined to remove Sarah from Jason's life, Sophia comes up with a dangerous plan. Late at night, she sneaks into Sarah's room and hides drugs inside Sarah's book. As she leaves the room, she unexpectedly runs into Sister Rebecca. Sophia quickly makes an excuse, saying she heard a strange sound and came to check it out. Meanwhile, Zoe, who is sleeping in Sarah's room, wakes up and overhears everything. This makes her suspicious of Sophia. The next day in class, Sophia Sophia asks all the students to open the same page of the book, the exact page where she planted the drugs. As soon as Sarah opens her book, Sophia catches her red-handed and threatens her with severe punishment. The news spreads rapidly throughout the school, and Sarah is suspended. But for Sophia, this is still not enough. Sophia convinces Sister Rebecca that if the school truly wants to protect its reputation, then the boys' hostel should also be searched. Sister Rebecca agrees and orders a room inspection. During the search of Jason and his friend's room, a bottle of alcohol is suddenly found hidden under Jason's bed. This, once again, is part of Sophia's carefully planned move. Jason is shocked and immediately tells the teachers that he has no idea how the bottle got there. He insists that someone must have framed him. With tears in his eyes, he says that he would never even think of doing such a thing, and that suspension would completely destroy his future. This emotional moment is exactly what Sophia had been waiting for. She steps forward and suggests an alternative punishment, saying that if Jason truly wants to avoid suspension, he must serve the school like the other sisters for 1 week. Having no other option, Jason accepts the condition. But the question remains, why is Sophia doing all this? And what is her real motive? To answer this, the story takes us into Sophia's past. We see how she first discovered Jason on social media. The moment she heard his voice, she became deeply obsessed. To get closer to him, she tracked down information about a real nun named Sophia who was about to be transferred to the same Catholic school. She then manipulated the system, replaced the documents, and entered the school under Sister Sophia's identity. The story returns to the present, where Jason is serving his punishment by planting plants in the school garden. Sophia approaches him under the pretense of helping, but her intentions are clearly manipulative. She tries to emotionally influence Jason, making him uncomfortable. From a distance, Zoe notices this interaction and begins to feel that something is seriously wrong with Sophia's behavior. Later that night, when the school is silent and everyone is asleep, Sophia secretly enters Jason's room. She sets her phone to record and wakes him up. Jason is terrified to see her there. Sophia begins speaking softly, trying to emotionally pressure him and confuse his judgment. Jason is clearly disturbed and says that what's happening is wrong and against everything he believes in. Sophia reassures him, telling him not to be afraid and insisting that no one will ever know. Overwhelmed and confused, Jason fails to stop the situation from escalating. The next morning, guilt consumes Jason, realizing he has made a serious mistake. He goes to the church to confess and seek forgiveness. But on his way, Sophia stops him and starts bringing up the previous night. Jason tells her firmly that they should not talk about this. Sophia, however, has something else in mind. She invites him to come to her room later that night. Jason avoids responding and walks away toward the church. As Jason sits inside the confession booth and begins to confess his sins, he is suddenly frozen and choppy, because on the other side of the screen, instead of the priest, he sees Sophia. Before Jason can fully understand what is happening, Sophia suddenly crosses the line again. Overwhelmed and confused, Jason once more loses control of his emotions, and the situation spirals beyond his ability to stop it. After this incident, a full week passes, and Jason eventually returns home. One day, Jason receives a message from Sarah, inviting him to a party that night. At the same time, Sophia is preparing to leave the school. Just then, she overhears Sister Rebecca talking to a priest. During their conversation, the priest mentions the real Sister Sophia. Hearing this, Sophia panics, realizing that her truth may already be exposed. Terrified, she rushes toward her car, but Sister Rebecca stops her and asks where she is going. Sophia quickly makes up an excuse about a medical emergency involving Hera and leaves the school immediately. That evening, Jason asks his father for permission to attend Sarah's party, but his father refuses. This turns into another heated argument, and in anger, Jason leaves the house without permission. Unbeknownst to him, Sophia is closely watching his movements and secretly follows him at the party. Jason drinks heavily and loses control. Sarah takes him to a room, but suddenly Jason's mind is flooded with memories of Sophia. Feeling disturbed and restless, he leaves the room and walks outside with a bottle in his hand. On the street, the police catch him drinking. At that moment, Sophia appears and tells the officers that Jason is just a stressed student and requests them to let him go. Listening to her explanation, the police release Jason. Jason is in no condition to return home, so Sophia takes him to a hotel room. Meanwhile, at home, Jason's mother convinces his father to give their son 1 year to follow his passion. After thinking it through, Jason's father agrees and goes out to find him. Inside the hotel room, Sophia once again tries to get close to Jason, but this time, Jason finally speaks up. He tells her clearly that she has been following him everywhere, and that whatever happened between them was a huge mistake. He admits that the guilt is eating him alive, and that he cannot escape this regret. Jason firmly decides that nothing like this will ever happen again. Sophia tries to emotionally manipulate him, saying that her family situation is similar to his, and that her father also never understands her. She claims that maybe destiny brought them together, but Jason refuses to listen. He leaves the room, walking away from her completely. This rejection fills Sophia with intense anger. On the other side, Jason's father finds him and admits his own mistake. He realizes that forcing Jason into a fixed path was wrong and decides to support his son's dreams, promising to give him a fair chance. The next morning, when Jason and Zoe leave for school, Sophia Sophia, is already nearby. As soon as she sees them, she drives away quickly. Zoe notices her car and later tries to track it after reaching school. Through online research, Zoe discovers that the car is registered in Sophia's name. This confirms Zoe's suspicion that Sophia was the one secretly watching their house. Later, when Jason returns to his room, he is shocked to find Sophia lying unconscious inside. Seeing Sophia lying there, Jason panics and tries to bring her back to consciousness by giving her oxygen. But within moments, he realizes that Sophia was only pretending. This realization fills him with anger. Jason finally snaps and tells her that he has had enough and will report everything to his father and the authorities. However, Sophia remains completely calm. Instead of being scared, she threatens Jason. She tells him that if he reports her, she will reveal everything that happened between them and expose him publicly. She reminds him that if she goes down, he will be destroyed as well. Jason realizes that he is completely trapped, with no easy way out. Just then, Jason receives a call from Zoe, who tells him about the suspicious car she tracked earlier. Jason immediately asks her not to tell anyone about it. The next day, after the morning prayer, Sister Rebecca announces that Sarah has been allowed to return to school. The moment Sophia hears this, her anger reaches its peak. Outside the classroom, she confronts Sister Rebecca, questioning how Sarah could be allowed back despite everything that happened. Rebecca shuts her down sharply, reminding her that she doesn't need lessons on how to run the school. She also scolds Sophia for not following basic discipline, including praying properly in class. Meanwhile, Jason is extremely happy about Sarah's return and is seen singing joyfully. Watching this, Sophia completely loses control. Her behavior becomes increasingly unstable. Later, while Sarah is alone in the bathroom, Sophia suddenly appears. In a shocking act of violence, she attacks Sarah and makes the incident look like a tragic accident. When Zoe later enters the bathroom and sees Sarah's lifeless body, she screams in horror. After the investigation, the police declare it an accident and Sarah's body is sent for post-mortem. But Zoe feels something is terribly wrong, saying that nothing like this has ever happened in the school before. The next day, after church prayer, Jason confronts Sophia directly. He accuses her of being responsible for Sarah's death. Sophia coldly tells him not to overthink it, reminding him that the police have already ruled it an accident. She adds that no one in the school is truly innocent and that Jason himself crossed all limits with a teacher. Sophia then shows Jason the secret video she recorded earlier. She threatens him that if he speaks another word about Sarah, she will leak the footage online and completely destroy his life. Jason is left terrified and helpless. The following day, Sophia again makes an excuse, this time claiming her aunt has died and takes leave from Sister Rebecca. That same evening, Jason goes out to dinner with his family. To his shock, Sophia appears there as well, clearly following him. She approaches Jason's parents and introduces herself as his and Zoe's teacher. Jason's father politely invites her to join them for dinner. Though Jason feels extremely uncomfortable, he stays silent. Zoe notices his unease and becomes more alert. Meanwhile, Sister Rebecca tries to send flowers to Sophia's aunt's funeral, but after checking the address, she discovers that no one has died there and that the address Sophia gave doesn't even exist. This raises serious suspicion. Later, when Zoe questions Jason, he finally breaks down and tells her everything. Sophia manipulated him, trapped him emotionally, and is now blackmailing him with a video. Zoe, who already suspected Sophia, decides they must expose her. Together, Jason and Zoe make a plan to uncover Sophia's true identity. The next day, Sister Rebecca calls Sophia to her office. She confronts her directly, pointing out that ever since Sophia arrived, strange incidents have occurred. Sarah's sudden death, the fake story about her aunt, and the false address, all of it points to lies. Rebecca tells her that she is going to inform her father and expose the truth. As Rebecca turns away, Sophia suddenly attacks her from behind, knocking her unconscious with a lamp at the same time. Jason and Zoe break into Sophia's room, desperately searching for evidence that can finally reveal who she really is. Inside Sophia's room, Jason and Zoe make a shocking discovery. Alongside the laptop that Sophia had been using, they find another device, this one containing numerous photos of Jason. It is also here that they learn the truth. The woman posing as Sophia is actually named Laura. Determined to expose her, Jason and Zoe head to inform Sister Rebecca, but Laura intercepts them. She notices her laptop in Jason's hands and immediately realizes her secret is out. In a chilling moment, she calmly tells Jason that she loves him and claims that all his songs were meant for her. Horrified, Jason and Zoe instantly recognize that Laura is mentally unstable. They rush to Sister Rebecca to get help. In a sudden turn, Laura attacks Zoe from behind, striking her with a lamp. Enraged, Jason fights back, trying to restrain Laura. The struggle intensifies, and Sister Rebecca intervenes, attempting to separate them. During the chaos, Jason manages to defend himself and end in the scuffle. Laura is fatally injured, with Laura's threat finally neutralized. The story fast forwards to the school's graduation day. Jason's father rewards his children for their resiliences. Zoe receives a car, and Jason is gifted a brand new high-end guitar. The ending highlights a fresh start. Jason is ready to move forward with his life, forever changed by the events. He survived. He will always remember the ordeal and how he overcame a dangerous psychopath, finding a second chance to shape his future. So friends, that's the story. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps. Comment below to which movie you like to see recap for next.